Hello, and welcome to this new excerpt from the FMC Digital Power BI training.
Field parameters are a feature introduced in November 2022 that lets you turn a static report into a truly dynamic one. Instead of duplicating pages or manually changing each visual to switch between metrics, revenue, quantity, margin, etc., you can create a single slicer that controls all your charts at once. In other words, with one click, you can switch between multiple measures while staying on the same page. That's exactly what I will do in the example below. I will build a metric switcher that lets me jump instantly between three measures. Before field parameters, dynamic reports were only possible with workarounds using the what-if parameter and some DAX. First, I check that my model already has the three measures, revenue, quantity, and margin. Then I go to Modeling, New Parameter, Fields. A dialog opens where I can name my parameter and pick the fields I want to use. I name the parameter, for example, Analysis Axis. In the Fields area, I add my measures from the sales table: revenue, quantity sold, and total margin. I recorded the measures so quantity comes first, then I shorten the labels to revenue, quantity, margin. I ask Power BI to automatically add the slicer by checking the option provided. When I click Create, Power BI adds a new table linked to my parameter in the Fields pane and a slicer showing the selected options. Power BI also generates a DAX measure automatically. It includes the parameter name I choose, the selected measures using the name of function, and the display order, which I can change directly in the formula. I can rename my fields if necessary, and then I place the slicer at the top of my page. In its format, I set the orientation to horizontal, then choose the tile style. I also turn on a single select, so only one metric is shown at a time. Next, I replace fixed measures in my visuals with the dynamic measure created by the parameter. For example, in my revenue by month chart, I remove the revenue measure and drag in Analysis Axis instead. I repeat this for the other visuals in the report. In short, with this field parameter, I turned my report into a single interactive dashboard. I pick a metric with one click, and all visuals update instantly. Finally, if I want to edit an existing field parameter, I make the change directly in the DAX formula. To do this, I select Analysis Axis and edit the formula manually. For example, I add the revenue to date measure, sum of current year sales up to today. I also update the order numbers to set the display order the way I want. Once I validate the formula, the new field is available. I can now switch between revenue, quantity, margin, revenue to date.